everyone, welcome back to Dila's Kitchen. So today I'll be making an apple mascarpone cake, and I will be replacing the butter with mascarpone, and it gives it a beautiful soft texture. So let's get to it. I'm going to sift 1.5 cups of flour here. I'm adding a pinch of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm going to sift all of this. I'll be using my stand mixer. I've got 4 eggs that I'm adding to it, and I've got a 1/3 cup of granulated white sugar, and I will be mixing that until it's fluffy. So the texture of the eggs and sugar is nice and frothy now. I'm adding a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can use essence or vanilla bean. And I'm adding 250 grams of mascarpone. And I'm going to give that a mix. Dry ingredients to the batter. And I will be mixing 4 apples. I'm going to start off by peeling the first 2 apples. This is the consistency of the batter. I'm going to chop up the apples and add it to the batter now. I've just added the apples, giving it a mix. And while you're mixing, always make sure that you scrape off the sides. I'm going to use my springform pan, and I'm using some cook and spray. And I'm adding the batter. So you can use any pan. The springform pan is just easier. That is why I use the springform pan. And it always comes out nicer. I peel the apple and I cut it in half. And you just cut thin slices. And I just want to show you, as long as it's thin. Try and remove the core. So I just want to show you how I pack. You can do it any way you want to do it. So I just go all around. Okay, now I'm doing the second layer, and I'm just going all around again. So you can pack it any way you want to pack it. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I have a tablespoon of sugar with a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to sprinkle that on top. And I'm going to place this into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and bake it for 45 to 50 minutes, or until you insert a toothpick and it comes out clean. So my cake came out of the oven. The smell of cinnamon and apple is unbelievable. I'm going to dust it with some icing sugar, and then I'm going to wait for it to cool down completely before I remove it from the pan and before I cut through it. I'm going to cut through the cake now. It's difficult to cut through the apple, so apple is crumbling while cutting it. But I want to cut and see how it looks inside. Actually, I wanted to cut a bigger piece. So my apple mascarpone cake is ready. I had it in the oven on 170 degrees. I changed from 170 to 180 degrees Celsius, and I baked it for about 50 minutes. So you also don't want to over bake it, otherwise it will be dry inside. So I took it out just in time. So this was a Italian apple mascarpone cake. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. The link and the recipe will be in the description. Thank you for watching, and God bless.